get the back to grow, mind muscle connection, is getting a stretch on the eccentric part of your leg. I'm going to show you 3 exercises to really make the back muscles grow, to make your back muscles wider and give you that V shape, that Dorito back, make your torso stand out more, make your torso wider. And it's not going to be lat pull down or pull-ups, which is one of the most common ways of starting a back workout, involving pulling the weight towards your chest. Those do hit the lats hard, but they miss one of the most underworked parts of the lat, which until you work that part, you won't maximize the full size of your back, and it's using this workout that I'm about to explain here. I feel more of the lower lats activate when I do that. It's easy to hit the upper lats, but the lower lats, that gets that V shape that comes up and then branches out. These type of exercises I'm doing, I pull it in close to the stomach, near the belly button, try to get it below the belly button. It's more of the lower lat activation. And it's doing more than just this row exercise for you. I've been using a way that's going to hit the lower parts of the lats, which when you can really target and isolate the lower parts of your lats, that's when you're going to have that V shape. Stand up with it slightly while trying to pull the weight back as low as I can on my torso. And another way to pretty much do this workout in this position, that's probably easier for everybody and actually my favorite way of doing it, is finding a cable row machine that looks as close to this as possible. Not as much as this machine. First, what you do, in order to get that same motion to target the lower part of your lats, make sure the seat on your machine is almost as high as it can go. If the chest rest can extend out, make sure it's extended out almost as far as it can, so you can get the maximum stretch when you're reaching for the weight before you pull it back in. And then the key to it is pulling the handlebars as close to your hips as possible. Pulling it to your stomach is pulling it low, but not quite low enough, because the lower you can pull that bar, the more you're going to feel it in your lower lats, giving you that wide V-shaped look. Telling you the lower part of your back muscles get neglected. They don't get worked out as much as the upper part of the lats. And I'm not talking about the traps when I say upper lats. I'm talking about the part of the lats that stick out the most. So of course they're the easiest to target in exercises. But then the workout's not done to get my back wider. The second of the 3 exercises, this one is a beast. First I start out with doing bodyweight pull-ups. I go to either failure or almost failure, which is hard after doing that back row exercise, but I power through it anyway. And now I'm going to use this assisted pull-up machine, the machine that has the platform under your legs, and adjust the weight to something a little light to give me just a little bit of an assist. And when I got that set up, I want to take this to failure 2, or almost failure, pushing myself through that pre-exhausting set that I did with the back rows earlier. And then when I get to about nearly failure, I'm going to be adjusting the weight again, this time upping the weight to give me more of an assist, and then taking the next set to failure. Not going to lie, I don't know what I was doing here. I was supposed to get right back on the machine, doing these sets with no rest in between, but apparently I took a rest. Anyway, do the next set till failure, or again till almost failure, using the increased weight on the assisted pull-up machine. Apparently I had one more in me. I like to go until I can't do it anymore, so I do it again. A little bit more weight, more of an assist. See, I didn't take a rest that time. I don't know what I was doing on that last set when I took a break. Not supposed to take a break. I'm supposed to get back on there just like I did on this one. Yeah, notice how on this one I took no break, like a man. Rep it out to a failure, you're done. This is what's called a drop set, and drop sets get that muscle hypertrophy going like no other. Way more intense way of working out the back muscles onto the third workout. I do a working set with lat pull down, but before I get to it, I had a little moment, a break in the plan where I'm like, let me test out my strength. Last time was 220 for 10, so now 220 for 11 or more. And this is using the principles of progressive overload, where you use the same weight and try to do it for more reps than you did it last time. It's not very often I just test my strength like that, but this time I had to. For the third workout, I do lat pull downs with a couple of different variations, making sure I feel as much of my back muscles as I can when I pull the weight, and not feeling it too much in my arms, biceps, and forearms. Those were wide grip lat pull downs, and I'll switch to a slightly more narrow grip to activate the lats even more. I'll have my torso lean back slightly, and I make sure to pull the weight to my chest. Then after that, I lighten the weight slightly and switch to a behind the neck lat pull down. I started doing this because the results that I get, the pump that I get in my back from doing this combination, ending it with the behind the neck lat pull down, makes the back pump unbelievable. Makes the workout crazy. You see that had me tired after I was done. Those 3 things really get it done when it comes to just getting a wider back. A lot of different back workout variations, but this is the one that I've been doing recently. and eventually I'll be changing it up to break through the plateaus that I come across from working out consistently. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel because I will be putting out more videos soon.